From News Channel 7, time for 7 First Alert weather.
Well, I hope you have an enjoyable weekend. And this weekend, I've got to tell you, since we see this ahead of time, we're still a ways out, but there's a pretty good possibility that some of the temperatures next weekend could be well above 100 degrees, anywhere from about a 102 to a 107. Some of the hottest days of the year could be next weekend. So this weekend, those mid-90s, somewhere along through there, that lasts through Sunday, the mid to the upper 90s. That's about the best we have at this point. Low temperatures this morning, though. You notice Caldwell was down to 55. You know, if we get down around 60 degrees, which Boise could get tomorrow morning, that would be pretty nice. If you're going to the mountains this weekend, my goodness, Stanley, this was early this morning. They're going to do it again for tomorrow morning. Their temperature was down. Look at this, the blue area, because it's almost freezing. 34 degrees. What a difference when you look at the valley, talking about near 100, and then 34 in Stanley. Haley with 54 degrees, McCall 51 degrees. So if you're going to the mountains, prepare for some chilly weekends. A chilly weekend. And if you're going to Stanley, yeah, coat may be in order. You hate to say that here in the month of July, especially thus far into July. But tomorrow morning, when we talk about some of those cooler temperatures, it'll look a little bit like this. You're about 5 o'clock in the morning. We'll see those temperatures dropping into the lower 60s. Now, this is from this morning, so it'll be a little cooler than what it was this morning for tomorrow morning. But that area there is about between 5 to 8 to 9 o'clock. Okay, so you know that. And then after that, it really starts heating up. And by the way, you know, too, that in the air quality, we're in the moderate level, and it's likely going to stay that way throughout most of the weekend. It's a little haze out there. As you notice, the temperatures for tonight, they're going to be dropping off a little for this evening. But even at 9 o'clock, you're still at 88 degrees. But look at this. This is tomorrow morning. Like I said, in between that area there, 5 to 7, you're down around 60 degrees by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Still holding our breath for tonight as we watch this map, because this is live Storm Tracker 7000. As you look at this red area, that's a red flag warning until 9 o'clock tonight. Low humidities, hot temperatures, and gusty winds that are moving along through there. And speaking of some of those wind gusts, we could see them again for later tomorrow afternoon, with some gusts that could be up as much as 18, 20 miles an hour, which is what we had this afternoon. We could see it again for tomorrow. Just showing you what's happening here around the Northwest. I've got to point out Salt Lake City. Down here, because they're getting some thunderstorms in the area, and you can just about define the heat line right along through here, the top part of it, okay? And Utah had a temperature today in Salt Lake City of 104, but Seattle's just barely getting 70 degrees. And you can see the flow of air coming in from that northwest, and that's what's basically manipulating our weather and dropping us just a few degrees, but just close to our south is some of that heat, and I think we'll see it for next week. So temperature-wise, well, we're going to be in the lower 90s around valley locations tomorrow in the Magic Valley. Mountain locations, you see there's Stanley with the 34 for the low, but highs will be in the 80s. As you look at McCall, 85 degrees for the high tomorrow. Down here in most mountain location, or valley locations, highs will be in the upper 90s one more time, probably even move into Sunday the same way. As you look at the 7-day forecast, Sunday is 96, Monday's 99. Those temperatures heat up toward a very hot weekend toward the end of next week. We're back with more in just a moment.